Welcome to the Parametric 3D Turning Inserts lesson. I have the sample file from this lesson open. You can also follow along using the file that we had open in the last lesson. It's called Parametric 3D Inserts, and I've saved it as an IP file. So I'll go to the Lathe Tool Manager, and I'm going to go to the Inserts tab. I'll right-click and create new insert. So I'm going to name it VNMG330. That'll have a 4,000th nose radius. And I'm just going to copy and paste that down below and delete what's inside of parentheses there. So what MasterCAM does is MasterCAM has a database that can match to an ANSI code or an ISO code. The VNMG is the type of insert. The 330 is the size and shape of the insert. The 0 being the radius on the end. So you can see I've got a 4,000th corner radius and I have a 0 on the end. So if I accept this, it's ready to create another insert. So I've got a few prepared names ready to go. I'm going to copy and paste them in. This one is an 8,000th nose radius. And you can see that I have a 0.5 there. So once I hit enter, you'll see that it gives me the inscribed circle diameter. That's the 3. The thickness is the next 3. And the 0.5 is the 0.8. We're going to see the next 16,000th nose rad has a 331. So the 0.5 is half of that, which is the 8,000th nose radius. So it's general turning. Again, we have a lot of the same information we've seen before. We're still in inch, and in this case we're in ANSI. You have to select the right definition in order for MasterCAM to recognize the code that you're putting in here. I'll hit apply. So now I have 2 inserts. I'll go ahead and create a third one. This one's going to have a 16,000th nose rad. As I mentioned, the 1 right here designates the 16,000th nose radius. These numbers all refer back to standards created by either ANSI or ISO. I've got one more to create, and that's a 32,000th nose radius. Okay, so I'm going to green check out of here and see what I've got. So I've got these 4 inserts that I've just created. Now I want to take this holder that we created in the last lesson, and I want to take its components and bring them down into the Inserts tab, the Holders tab, and also the Tools tab. So I'm going to right click on this holder, and I'm going to save tools to a library. So you can see I've got tool, insert, and holder. I'll do them one at a time here. And you can see that the tool assembly comes down into the Tools tab. I'll right click here. I'll save my tool to a library and save the insert. And I'll do the same thing with the holder. So I have a holder that came from this assembly. I have an insert. I have an insert that came from that assembly, and you'll notice that the insert looks a little different. If I edit this here, you can see where this lives in space. And you can see it also brings back an updated icon. So this is a custom insert that we created when we created this assembly. And these inserts here I created inside of MasterCAM. So I'll green check out, and I'll save this file.